Just so you guys know, I'm trying to rotate the switch doesn't to picture that. I'm gonna be reading out some stuff. So flip it around when it's closer to the time. I have it in my pocket. In this pocket. So you guys can actually see it. If it goes off during it, that's fine. But I'll get it done. Good.
I'm Fran. Do you remember me? Yes. Oh, you do? Oh, good on ya. Marty Fran, I don't know if you remember last time I saw him at Uncle Rick's. Hello, Jodie. Hi, Jodie. Hello, Ruby. I'm Auntie Fran.
So grandma gave me her old shirt. It's a Cowboys dress. She has a carry on the drinking jeans, actually. $4,000 like 2 billion people.
22 billion.
Oh, sorry, 22 billion.
Jeez, you can't even remember.
I know,
That
that was
mad.
10 miles. That was bad.
Don't want it.
At least you got your job. Yes.
And I will be appreciating today. Before we start, I will be grateful if you could please switch off your mobile phones. We are here to celebrate the life of Tracy Moran Page, a much-loved lady who has been lost to us. Let us commence this service by listening to a most beautiful song chosen by Tracy's family. It is Songbird by Eva Cassidy. And during the song, the family will be coming forward to play some personal tributes on Tracy's casket. love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. All of us, whether family members or caring friends, have gathered here today to support and comfort one another. Together we can remember Tracy's life with gratitude, joy and love. Together we can find closure and move on without our beloved Tracy by our sides. On behalf of Tracy's family, I thank you all for coming today. And for those who wish to, please join me in saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Tracy Noel Watson was born in Townsville on the 7th of March 1959. She was the second child of Maud and Thomas Watson, and the adored sister of Shelley and Jodie. But above all, she was the beloved wife of Nick, the cherished mother of Tammy, Bindi, and Joshua, and the doting grandmother of Declan, Danica, Hunter, who has passed away, Rogue, Ruby, and Imogen. Tracy was also a dear friend to many, and she would be missed by all who knew her. Tracy's dad was with the Air Force, and when she was a toddler, he was posted to Melbourne. Sadly, she was only about 6 years old when her father passed away. Shortly afterwards, Maud and her 3 young children moved to Innisfail for a fresh start. Tracy commenced a primary education in Innisfail, and when the family eventually moved back to Townsville, she attended Railway Estate State School, followed by Townsville State High School. Tracy was very smart academically and did very well at school. One of her ambitions was to become a teacher. One Saturday evening, Tracy and her family were at the Stuart Hotel for dinner when one of the patrons tried to hit on her, much to Tracy's annoyance. A young man who was having a drink at the bar stepped in and asked her for a dance. The young man's name was Nick Page. Tracy and Nick hit it off straight away, and the rest, as they said, is history. They were married on the 13th of January 1979. Nick was with the army, and for the next few years the family moved around to places such as Sydney, Adelaide, Launceston and Brisbane, amongst others. During that time, the family grew with the birth of their 2 daughters. Tracy found jobs wherever they moved to. She worked at Coles, Kmart, a coffee shop in Adelaide, and even managed a Red Rooster for a while. She enjoyed those jobs immensely, especially because of the social interaction. She also kept busy by getting involved with the Army's Wives Association, organising netball and tennis games, kids' playgroups, morning teas, etc. When they were in Tassie, she helped in the setting up of married quarters for Army personnel, ensuring that they had a safe place to move to. The family moved back permanently to Townsville in 2000. By that time, Nick and Tracy had welcomed their long-awaited son. They lived in Blue Water before eventually moving to their current home in Mount Margaret, in Alice River, which Tracy absolutely loved, mainly because of the peace, the views, and the community feel. Tracy was a generous, warm, loving, and giving person. She was selfless and always ready to lend a hand to someone in need, sometimes to her own detriment. She was endowed with an amazing strength of character and had a somewhat wicked sense of humor. She had a sunny disposition that would attract people to her, and as such, had many friends. To sum her up, Tracy was a happy person. She was down to earth, no nonsense, and did not beat around the bush. She was also a control freak and extremely well organized. Tracy liked pokies and bingo, and for the past 17 years has been a regular at the Brothers Leagues Club, where she was well known. She also enjoyed playing bingo at Ignatius Park School and Hoy at the Railway Estate School. In more recent times, she became addicted to her iPad, playing games such as Candy Crush, Cascade, Clockmaker, and Bingo. Tracy had other interests as well. She enjoyed TV and never missed Home and Away. She loved reality shows such as House Rules and would often yell at the TV where, in her opinion, the contestants were not doing the right thing. She enjoyed dramas, horror movies, and thrillers, but hated comedies and documentaries. She was a firm Cowboy supporter and never missed their games. She much preferred to watch them at home because of the proximity of the Torrent. She got a granddaughter, Ruby, addicted to the game, and the two of them, and the rest of the family, would dress up in Cowboys colours on game day, with Tracy loudly voicing her opinion at dodgy referee decisions throughout, as she truly believed that she was a far superior referee to the ones officiating at the game. The tradition afterwards was for the family to adjourn to the theatre room to watch a movie, whilst happily munching on microwave popcorn. Tracy enjoyed a drink or two, mainly a white wine, mixed with lemonade. She also did not mind a Moscato, bubbles, and gin, also mixed with lemonade, as well as Baileys. She enjoyed eating, her favourite food being takeaway Singapore noodles and mixed world-famous beef curry. She made a mean meatloaf, the recipe of which has been handed down to her children and grandchildren. Tracy was an animal lover, especially dogs. Everyone has fond memories of Laser, the Australian Terrier cross, which Tracy rescued when he was still a puppy, and who lived to the ripe old age of 18, and therefore a huge part of her children's lives. Tracy was heartbroken when Laser passed away. The current dogs, Muttley and Humpty, are also very much part of the family and were very attached to Tracy. I am sure that the little dogs are missing her dreadfully. They also have chooks that keep them well supplied in fresh eggs, but wreck their garden and poo on the concrete, much to Tracy's dismay. Tracy's greatest love, however, was for her family. She loved them all unconditionally, and there was nothing that she would not do for them. Jodie shared some of her childhood memories of her big sister. Tracy was always the good child, supposedly. However, Jodie knew better, as Tracy would often set her up and get her into trouble. Jodie also remembers how Tracy would drag her to the local pub and play on the ham wheel in the hope of winning a ham for Christmas. With that fail, they would win one every year, but not after spending more on the wheel than they would have paid for the ham itself. Jodie now works in retail, in the fashion industry, and every time she comes over to Townsville, she would bring some clothes with her for Tracy and Tammy. There were times she even lost the clothes on the back. She used to be the trim and beautiful sister until Tracy lost all the weight and Jodie promptly became the fat sister. With a newfound passion for clothes, Tracy became a clothing connoisseur and somewhat of a fashionista. As a mother, Tracy's devotion to her children was undeniable. She looked after them very well, instilling them wonderful ethics and turned them into the wonderful human beings that they are today. She was understandably proud of their achievements. She was always there for them despite her own busy life. She was involved in the PNC Association of their various schools and even served as treasurer for a while. In Adelaide, she helped in the tuck shop. As the family moved around a lot during the children's school years, Tracy supported them throughout the transitions and made the moves easy for them. They all remember the family Christmases fondly. They would all help with decorating the tree, as long as Tracy was the one who put the star on top. Christmas Day would usually follow a similar pattern. In the early days, the presents would be opened first, followed by a breakfast of ham and eggs, champagne and orange juice. In the latter years, they had breakfast first and then opened the presents. And for the rest of the day, the family grazed on the spread of cold meats and salads, which always included a leg of ham. These were indeed happy times. Tracy and Tammy share a special relationship and were best friends. Tammy became the teacher that Tracy always wanted to be, teaching mainly refugee kids. Tracy would once a week visit Tammy's classroom and help with the kids' reading. She struck a special rapport with them, and they called her Mama. When she fell ill, the children were very upset and made cards and sent photos to her, some of which were put up on the walls of a hospital room. Mother and daughter went through a lot together, including undergoing weight loss surgery on the same day a couple of years ago. They were both very proud of each other's achievements, as they both lost a lot of weight consequently. Their motto was, she believed that she could, so she did. And when Tracy started chemo, Tammy shaved her hair in support and helped raise money for Shape for a Cure. And all the Bindi leaves away, she was always on Tracy's mind. When Tracy found out that Bindi had lost a son Hunter at birth, she did not hesitate to make the long trip to be there with her, to support her and her family. She was absolutely distraught at the infant's funeral, especially at the sight of the tiny casket. For Tracy adored all the grandkids, and the sentiment was returned tenfold. She spoiled them with love and attention, and wished she could spend more time with all of them. She shared a special bond with Danica. She helped Ruby with her homework and reading. She was always there for graduations, award nights, and all milestones, and never missed grandparents' days at school. As a wife, Tracy was devoted to Nick. They had a wonderful life and were never apart. They both shared a lot of happy memories. One of the funniest was when they went to this reverse costume party, where guys dressed like girls and vice versa. They went as Anthony and Cleopatra. But on the way there, the car broke down, and Mick was caught trying to fix the car on the side of the road in a dress with his bra stuffed with frozen oranges. When Tracy became ill, Mick was by her side, a constant and unfailing support, despite his own health concerns. Tracy was a type 1 diabetic and managed a condition with insulin and medication. 16 years ago, she underwent a treble bypass. In March 2016, she was sadly diagnosed with leukemia. At the time, she was only given 3 months to live. This did not mean that Tracy gave up hope. With her usual strength of character and with the support of her family and friends, Tracy fought all the way and never, ever gave up. She underwent all the required treatment and spent 8 months in hospital. A loving family rallied around her and was constantly by her side. But sadly, there was nothing that could be done, and all that Tracy wanted was to go back home. And it was there that she passed away peacefully on the afternoon of the 20th of May 2017, with a beloved family by her side. Tracy was someone who added value and example in everything that she did. A brief love, and was characterized by strength, dignity, courage, and a multitude of achievements. It is very sad to say goodbye to the person that she was, but she has left wonderful memories and a wonderful legacy in a beautiful family, which will live in your hearts forever. May she rest in peace. I would now like to invite a relative, anyone who would like to come forward and share with us some of their own special memories of Tracy, starting with Tammy.
Can't say it. Can you get it with Major? No. Huh? No, because I can't.
To start with, the one thing Mum was always worried about is that no one's going to show up to a funeral. So thanks to everyone who's come along today. Yesterday at the funeral home, I was talking to a staff member about life and of course death. Right next to Mum's peaceful body there behind us. He told me just to think about life being like a pebble on the side of a river. Each time you make an action, an act of kindness, when you say something or even look at someone, you drop your pedal into the river, causing a ripple, making a difference to many, and even some of those that may never know. Today I'd like to share with you a couple of the ripples, otherwise we talk about tsunamis. Mum was always a strong lady with a heart of gold. I remember Dad's boat. We named it Tamley, after Vinny and myself. She loved going out on the boat, and it was an amazing time spent as a family. However, I do also remember that determined look on her face as she sewed multiple amounts of cushion covers and curtains for the inside of the boat in this weird, ugly, bizarre, fluorescent green and black stripy material pattern. But it was homely. I remember we went to my Auntie Carol's wedding many years ago. Mum being mum wanted us to look it out with our best. And I didn't photo the other day, I forgot to actually wear that. Of course, Vinny and I, being 5 and 8 years of age, we were still kind of cute, and we did as we were told then. She made us matching yellow dresses with polka dots. And of course, out came the camera. We had a multitude of photos taken to capture the moment and to show off her amazing sewing skills. This was still one of her favourite photos in recent years, and when we looked at those photos, she'd say, "I made those dresses," with a great deal of pride. My response, "Of course you did." When I got married, Mum was so excited. This was the time that we'd spoken about for so many years, where I would be able to wear her wedding dress the same month she wore the day she married. Amazingly, we did no alterations, it fit perfectly, and then to make this day even more special, she walked me down the aisle alongside my dad. She loved that we had Joshua as our page boy, Vinny was my bridesmaid, and that both herself and Dad could walk me down the aisle. We were family, we were together, all doing our part, and that made her happy. When Mum became very ill with heart complications, we decided to sell our homes and build a home together so that we could all support each other. David and I sold our house, Mum and Dad sold their house, and then began the planning process. Sorry. We never ended up with that teppanyaki bar built above an aquarium of fresh cod for our fish requirements. We never ended up with the helipad in the backyard just in case we needed aeronautical assistance later on in life. And we never ended up with built-in wine dispensers along the walls. However, we did end up with a beautiful home, a home where we're all comfortable, a home where we flourished and supported one another, and a home where beautiful memories were made. It was also the home Mum passed away in, which is what she wished for. Although times would be difficult in that home, I take some reassurance that this is how it needed to be. I sit in our winery / back patio and remember the times that we would sit there chatting about life and enjoying our couple of glasses of wine. I sit in our theatre remembering the weekly football games and you sitting at the edge of your seat, Mum calling out, "Get off in, don't you hurt my boys." And I stand in the kitchen, our kitchen, where we prepare meals, have a laugh and enjoy our home's central hub. Today, I've just mentioned a few of the ripples that Mum's pedal has made. I've not detailed the work she did in various schools, the smiles she put on so many faces, the difficult decisions that she had to make through her life for the great good. Mum fought a long battle with leukemia. Times were hard, but she always pulled through. She said to me just last week, "I think I've beaten this leukemia." You know what, Mum, you did. You were given 3 months. You turned that into 14. You were strong, courageous, and determined more than you'd ever know. Today, I'm not only saying goodbye to my mum, I'm also saying goodbye to my best friend. If I can turn out to be half the woman that you were, Mum, I'm doing all right. I love you, Mum, and I miss you with all my heart. But it's now time for you to let your pebble rest on the riverbank, knowing you've created many ripples in so many people's lives, and that you'll always be loved and remembered. Thank you, Mum, for being my mum, and I love you more than words could ever say.
This is from Josh, and reading it on his behalf. Hello family and friends of my mother, Tracy Page. Today I'm just wanting to share some things I remember of my mother over the 20 years I have known her. I would always remember her by the way she would help me during the good and the bad times. Nevertheless, what I had done to make me as happy as possible. and I would always do the same for her in my own way. She did manage in the 20 years I have known her to have made my life the happiest it could possibly be. I remember some happy times with her, such as when I was depressed when I was in grade 8. She and my dad took me to the Gold Coast for a holiday to try to cheer me up. Mum went on all the rides with me as Dad was the bag holder. But from what I was told, she did not want to go on the rides, but did it because she thought it would help cheer me up. As you will see in the slideshow, there are 2 photos from SeaWorld, one on the Log Flume ride and one on the Bermuda Triangle ride. And you will also see one from Dream World, which was on the roller coaster I did not want to get on, but she talked me into it, and we both enjoyed it in the end. I also remember another happy time I would like to share with you all today. On my 18th birthday, my mother took me out to the Brothers League Club for the first time, playing real-life slot machines, pokies, as we would always call them. I did not win anything, but it was the experience that I had with her that made my 18th birthday that much better. I also believe that my first time ordering alcohol at a bar, if I remember correctly. I also